that I did yet. I'm starting to think cancer makes you immortal or something.
All Might!
Yes?
He got me.
Midoriya? Midoriya? Midoriya!
Welcome, my Waddle Z's, to another video. If you noticed, that intro was pulled from an amazing abridged version of My Hero Academia, but this masterpiece of an abridged series by Joyride got me thinking about was, what would My Hero Academia really be like if everyone's favorite nerdy masochist Izuku Midoriya never existed? This plot point of Izuku not getting one for all is brought up a few times with Izuku's inner monologue debating whether he was the right choice, but I plan on taking it a step further by saying, bump that, what if he just never existed, period. I think the majority of his fans think that he is a pretty great hero, and some are not too keen on the idea of me ruining Deku for them, but hey, I had to do it to him. So with all my justifying of why I'm making yet another My Hero Academia video, let's begin this anime theory. To start things off, we will assume that Izuku didn't die midway through the main series like he did in the abridged series, but instead we will assume that All for One X, Deku's mom, never happened, and he was never born. The first thing that would be different from what we have now is the whole Bakugo hating Midoriya thing, well, not being a thing. Maybe Bakugo would be a bit more likable and not as much of a jerk, but let's be honest, he would probably still be a douche. Another thing that would change is... yeah, nothing. I'm sorry, young Deku, but you don't really change anything. Well, except for the fact that without you, how would I be able to appreciate your cuteness? But let's now get on to the meat of this video. Yes, with that chance encounter from All Might. If Izuku never met All Might, then there's a pretty high chance that Slimy Stew would have been caught by All Might much sooner, and Bakugo definitely would not have ever encountered this villain in the first place. But that really doesn't change too much later down the line, unlike the need for a different person to inherit One for All. And to my knowledge, this person would be none other than best boy Mirio Togata, whom we will assume received it for the rest of this video, but who knows, if Izuku received it in the first place, freaking anyone can get it if they suck up to All Might enough. Also, when it comes to the entrance exams, nothing would change too much, except for the lovely chance encounter with Ochako Uraraka never happening. In fact, Ochaku is the best ship. Fight me in the comments and maybe I'll review your ships in the next MHA video, and while you're down there, smash that like and subscribe button to beat T-Series, and that's enough for the plug and the UA entrance exams. On to the whole Daddy Aizawa and battle training arc thing. With Izuku not being there, hear me out, potentially that could mean that everyone in Aizawa's class would be expelled because Aizawa only kept class 1A in because of Izuku's heart, and let's just assume that the class stays for now, so this video doesn't end right here and now. Oh, but here we go, let us head on to the USJ invasion, where actually something big might have gone down minus Izuku. I mean, refute me in the comments, but I'm not too sure Asui and
Sticky little bubble fuck
would still be alive if Izuku wasn't there to whirlpool and launch themselves out. So that's 2 on the board. Yes, there is a board. I mean, if it was just
sticky little bubble fuck,
I would be fine, but dang, if no Izuku means no Frog Girl, then I'm already out on the all you who hate Izuku and think he shouldn't exist. I mean, how else would I be able to see this? By the way, if any of you dare look this up, you officially lose my respect. You know what month it is. 1 week left! Now onto the tournament arc, where Izuku not existing of course can't win the first round, and have 10 million points, meaning that either Bakugo or Todoroki would be targeted, but I'm sure everyone who was in that actual tournament would remain in the tournament, but I guess +1 because of Izuku's absence. But no clue who it would be. I wouldn't change the winners, but I'm sure Shinso would at least win round 1 until people knew his gimmick, because well, how in the hell did he get beaten in the first place? Oh, and yeah, Todoroki wouldn't have his fireside period, and daddy issues never would change. Next on the Izuku list timeline, Izuku would have never met Gran Torino, and as I said before, maybe someone like Mirio would instead train with Gran Torino, but let's be honest, Mirio would fare a lot better than Izuku did in training because Mirio is more muscular, has experience with quirks, and is more manly, making him best boy for One for All. He would also be better in a fight and against Stain, well, if he was there. When it comes to the Stain battle, throw one more death on the board, because Ida is freaking dead. I can guarantee nobody would come to his aid, because even if Miria was with Gran Torino at the same time, he wouldn't be not looking for Ida. Stain would most likely get away, the freaking nuts. But now, let me get on to an issue, or as I should say, political issue. What's up, everybody? Waddle Doos bringing the news, and today we found out that another UA student has died, and many lawsuits and code violations along with breaks in regulations have forced the school to shut down. The only solution was a random wonder boy named Izuku Midoriya that doesn't exist in this world, but we thinkers at Pew News are omnipotent and always know the solution. God, I'm a ripoff. But without Izuku, the school is ruined for dead children. But for the sake of this video, let's assume the school sucked off the government and they are still allowed to kill kids. Now, on to the very important final exams. Nothing happens besides Bakugo failing because one-on-one with All Might is impossible. Forest Training Arc. Everything goes as planned except Muscular kills Koda, so slap him on that board. Then assume Muscular, who is like All Might strength at this point, joins back up with the league, and you best believe that maybe one or two other students gonna die because Izuku doesn't get Kanchan's name out. But the board is a little heavy, so I'll play my minor character plot armor card, and we will just assume all characters make it, but Bakugo is still captured. So if Bakugo is still captured, then the Kamino incident still happens now, but the student group that goes out to save Bakugo now don't have Ida or Izuku, and well, Momo didn't want to go in the first place, and that just leaves Kirishima, who would maybe go alone, I guess. But that means that Bakugo couldn't get out of range for All Might to go full power, meaning All for One wins, and evil takes over the world. Well, unless best boy Mirio Togata was in the hero group, and he could use much of One for All because, well, like young All Might, I'm sure he could use it all pretty quickly because of his badass status. Meaning 2-on-1 against All for One, and I think the world would live another day. Thank you, Togata Senpai, you the best. Hip hip, hooray! Well, that's as far as I'll go for today, but so far this is about half of the MHA story that is released, and if you want to see maybe a continuation or heck, any other video recommendation, just comment it down below, because I respond to all my people down below. But if you want to go from just my people to something greater, yes, the legendary Waddle Z, smash that subscribe button, because we are one sub away from my 2019 goal of 50 subs, and we still have all of December to go. But with that being said, I hope to see you for some fun winter and Christmas anime videos by Waddle Z. Oh, and happy Thanksgiving.